Welcome. In front of me is a DOOGEE Blade 20 Max, and today I want to show you how you can record screen on this device. So, to get started, you will want to swipe down from the top of your screen, like so, and then do it once more, which will extend the list of visible toggles. Now in here we're looking for the screen recorder, and for me that is located on the second page right over here. Now if you don't see it on any of the pages, you might need to add it, and you can do so by clicking right here on this pencil and scroll down right below this text right here where it says hold and drag to add tile, and everything below right here are the toggles that are just not visible in that initial list that I showed you. So from here you just grab one of them like this by holding it. As you can see, the text right here changes, so you can now drag it over to the top, drop it, and when you go back it will be visible on one of the pages. So once you see the screen recorder, you can just simply tap on it and it will bring up this overlay right here, and we have number one option to choose what we're going to be recording. So we have single application or entire screen. Now with entire screen you have additional thing like the show touches on screen. Now under audio we have the option to record devices audio, microphone, or both, and obviously if I don't want to record any audio, you can just keep it off. I am going to enable the touches just so you can see how that looks like on the recording, as it is going to be visible as a semi-transparent gray dot on the screen wherever your finger was pressing it. So anyway, let's now click on start recording. It begins a 3-second countdown, and then with a notification, there we go, starts recording. So whatever you'll do right now for the most part will be recorded. Now let's see if we have the god-awful applications right here that I usually like to open and complete the crap on, but it looks like we don't have them. So once you're done recording, to stop it, you would just pull down your notifications again, and here you have the notification for it. So you can just select stop, and that's it. It gets saved to your Photos application. So let's open it up. Wait, I just stay here. There we go. So once we're in our Photos app, you will need to navigate to collections, and in collections we're looking for either video, screenshots, or one more. I'm gonna first check screenshots, and this looks to be just a screenshot, so not here. Videos doesn't have it. Okay, so it's going to be right here. So I believe typically this folder, movies, as it's being placed in by the looks of it, is going to not be located in this kind of like subfolder right here. It's going to be somewhere in here. So you can check on their video, screenshots, and also movies, which would be visible. But you wouldn't need to go into like the on this device kind of folder like I am typically. So I can see it's over here, and I can press on it to view it. Now I did want to show one of the applications that usually comes pre-installed with the device. Now what I'm talking about is the applications like Netflix or Spotify or some other garbage apps like that. And the reason I wanted to show it is because these applications that I just mentioned use this feature that Android provides, which is blocking the functionality over draw over other apps. And what that is basically the ability for the phone to see the screen, and that's what screen recorder uses, obviously. So when an application decides to block this, it results in the screen recorder just not being able to see anything, like nothing, when the application is open. So if I open something like whatever I opened here, let's see, I guess I didn't open any kind of app, but let's just say that this would be an app. The moment I switch to this, it would be just straight black screen, and you wouldn't be even able to see the touch inputs like I have right here and here. Come on, there we go, we can see this dot. So that wouldn't even be visible. Now this feature on Android is designed for privacy and security of the user. Do you feel nice and warm inside, safe and secure? Because I don't. So this is obviously for bullshit applications like Netflix and Spotify being used for nefarious kind of reasons, to completely remove your ability to do things on your device that you should be able to do. It's most certainly not protecting you. Let's be completely honest about that one. It has zero kind of design to protect you. It's primarily designed to basically stop piracy, but hey, it's your device. You shouldn't give two shits about any kind of privacy claims. It's not your freaking problem. And the application that is blocking your device from functioning as it's supposed to, in my opinion, is a blatant violation of your personal property. And just to put that out there, for Netflix as an example, I don't own neither an account, nor did I ever download the application, nor have I actually ever created the account or agreed to terms of service or use for this dog shit. Yeah, that doesn't really matter to piece of shit applications like Netflix that come, for the most part, on a lot of devices pre-installed. It will do whatever it wants to do without even ever asking for permission, which I consider this to be a blatant violation to my property. And because of that, if you feel the same way, we have some alternatives, for instance, like the CloudStream right here. So you can go to GitHub and get CloudStream just because screw you, Netflix. You decide to alter the way my device works, I'm going to alter how your business model works. So just to kind of put this out there, CloudStream, look at that. We have things like trending, popular, TV shows, whatever. We're going to keep on scrolling. Oh, look, we have Netflix, Amazon, Disney+, Hulu, Apple TV, HBO, Paramount, Peacock, and so on. And for the most part, a lot of this works. It doesn't work perfectly. Sometimes you just need to try to open it up multiple times. As an example, let's just pull this crap up. Looks like it's gonna work. Usually when you get the skip, it does load it up. Sometimes it will get you this kind of writing right here instead of the skip. And yeah, like this one, but it still works. So you might need to try to open it up a couple times. But hey, it's completely free. So, you know, a little bit of a gimmicky kind of functionality, but for completely free software, I don't mind it. And for people that are wondering, is this piracy? No, it's technically not. Because the application itself, the CloudStream application that I'm showcasing, the app itself requires a repository, which you can see I have Sora Stream Lite right here. So going into here, settings, extension, you can see I have repositories added, which is the Hexated provider. That's basically what allows me to view this content. It's the repository that provides it with. The application itself is just kind of to compare it to one another. It's like a browser allowing you to access websites. If those websites were things like Watch Online. So it does basically change how it looks like, gives you the nice little layout for it, and that's about it. So in itself, that's not piracy. At least not as much as it is to watch something online. So yeah, there we go. Now going back to this, and out of the little wonkiness of Netflix and Spotify doing their own thing to basically blatantly disregard your property, I do want to point out that this feature in the screen recorder is a good thing when it's being used correctly. So if you imagine that you would have some kind of malware on your device that sees your screen all the time and tries to basically, for instance, gain access to your bank where you need to provide your PINs and login information and so on, right? So in cases like this, if you would have some malware that could see your screen, obviously that would be not very good for your privacy and security. So in this case, bank applications do use that. All bank applications use this, so that's why you can't take screenshots in them. It's the same kind of feature. But for that purpose, it is a good design, as it is going to protect you in case of any kind of vulnerability hacks on your device. So there we go. Now with that being said, I hope you found this very helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.